When practicing scales, try first of all to find a solid sound, not resembling any kind of sul tasto, because you have to be able to hear yourself, and playing on the fingerboard, you may play out of tune. It won't bother you, and you will not notice. Look at this. You can play out of tune, and it's okay. Your bow changes can be bad, it doesn't matter. And now, if I play closer to the bridge, I will notice there's something odd with this note. So, understand me right, we don't want this sound either. Start by playing ponticello, and then we soften the sound a tiny bit. There you have it. That's a solid sound. For scales. Of course, later on you can use the sul tasto as a resource, but not for scales. Advice number 2, if you happen to make a mistake, do not fix intonation on the go. A good example, I played a 2 sharp F sharp. Next time I try it a tiny bit lower. Was okay, I believe. Do you know what I mean? On stage, you don't want to almost mix the note on the spot and then fix it. We want to play perfectly in tune. And it's critical how good do we practice. I would say it's even better not practicing at all, investing more time in sports or sleep than practicing wrong. Don't do it without a purpose, and don't practice scales without knowing what's happening. The next thing, extension and compression, or may I say semi-extension, because they do not extend to stay extended. The trick is to extend just to reach the next position, in the same fashion a cellist would do. I didn't extend to stay extended. I just did it to reach the new position. And now we compress. Look, the first finger has nothing to do on the G sharp. Why don't we get closer to the new position? Look, again. Old school handshake. We don't need it nowadays. Just have a look on our fellows cellists. They have an incredible flexible hand since generations, and this way of playing is rather new in the double bass. This idea is critical when shifting towards the thumb, because it's far from the other fingers and it stays stuck in the way. We might stay with the thumb on the G sharp, but it wouldn't help. And our shift wouldn't be flexible or natural. It looks terrible. But what about this? Did you see? The thumb came towards the first finger, and the first finger closer to the second one, and the second finger started the shift, and in the middle of what's happening, one finger replaced the other. The thumb takes the task of the second finger when the shift is happening. And double critical is shifting from a higher position to a lower one. Look at this. Do not stay with a nice hand shape, forget it, and we come closer with the other fingers to the thumb. And then your shifts will be smooth. There are of course dozens of fingering systems for scales. I recommend you this one because it's easier to remember. Imagine you come to your favorite teacher and she or he asks you, could you please play a scale, but please no G major. And this system is easy to remember. 4 notes per string with exception of the G string. And when we approach the dominant on the last octave, we use the thumb. So, 4 notes, 4 notes. Again, And now, more than 4 notes. Dominant, 5th degree. You got it. And it works not just on F sharp major. I could transpose this easily into A flat major. The second advice is look for the metronome loud enough to play the dominant or the 1st degree of the scale. Otherwise, we might play it out of tune without noticing. And again, it's better not to practice at all than practicing wrong. If you practice G major sounding A major, do not play the harmonics. Though it looks easier, you will lose the contact to the string, the contact we need to make the shifts, and you will be making your life easier just for the moment, but not for later. So, looks easy, but now you have no idea what the E is. We may miss it. So stay on the string, though applying as less pressure as possible. Next chapter, double stops. Where should we practice them with vibrato? First of all, we need them for Dragonette's second movement. The other good reason is loosening your thumb, because if the thumb vibrates, the vibrato works. The thumb should vibrate. It's on the string, and its vibrato is supporting the vibrato of the first finger. It's crucial to curve or bend. It's gonna help a lot. No vibrato. And now it's possible. So, we don't practice thirds with vibrato just for themselves. We practice for loosening your hand, because you need strength, but at the same time relaxation, in a sort of yin-yang relationship. The last exercise for today, vibrating the 5th E, B in 2 octaves. Look at this. We get the hand shape, not like this. It's not gonna work. It looks good, but it doesn't work. Oh, now it's working. And now here. The hand shape looks like bananas, but as long as you can vibrate, we are probably on a good way towards loosening tension. And of course, when pressing down the string, we don't want to do it wrong. We need some sort of pressure. Look at this. Pressing as little as possible, I get my vibrato, everything's cool. If I press too much, it sounds still okay, but the vibrato doesn't work, and we won't be able to play Beethoven's Third Symphony or The Bart's Bride, demanding music. I think that's enough for today. Many thanks for listening, and see you next time.